Hey everyone, and welcome back to the third episode of our Flutter tutorial series. In the previous episode, we successfully installed Flutter and set up our development environment. Now it's time to explore the Flutter project structure and understand what each file and folder does. In this video, we'll cover the main file and folders in the Flutter project, what lib slash main.dart does, and how the app starts, the Android and iOS directories, and when you need to modify them, the pubspec.yaml file and how dependencies work, and finally how Flutter organized the widgets and state management. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clearer understanding how Flutter project structures, making it easier for you to build and organize your apps. So let's get started. When you create a new Flutter project using Flutter create, and next one is the name of your app, you can whatever you wanted. The Flutter generates a project with multiple directories and files. Let's take a look at them one by one. Here's what default Flutter projects look like. As you can see on my screen, we have Android, build, iOS, lib, Linux, macOS, test, web, and the Windows file, and also git ignore, metadata analysis options, .yaml, Flutter applications. Actually, this is the same name as my project name. pubspec.log, pubspec.yaml, and readme.md. Each file and folders has a specific purpose, which we will now explore in detail. The lib directory is the most important part of your Flutter project. This is where you write the Dart code and makes up your app. Key file in the lib folders is the main.dart. Main.dart, the entry point of your Flutter apps, and other dot files where you organize UI components, business logic, and state management. Let's open the main.dart and take a look. This is what the default main.dart file looks like. As you can see, it has a lot of commands and it explains which section do. Void main run app my app. This is where your app starts. Material apps, the root widget of your apps, responsible for navigations and themes. And if you scroll down, you find scaffold. Actually, is right here. Scaffold provides the basic structure like app bar, as you can see, body, and floating actions button. If you scroll down, you can see the actions button. So the Android and iOS folders contain platforms specific code. Most of the time you don't need to modify these files, but if you need, add native features like Firebase, camera or notifications, change permissions like internet access, location, or file storage, modify app level configurations. For example, you want to change the app name and icon in Android. You just need to open Android and go to app, go to src, and then go to main file and find the Android manifest.xml. If you click on it, you find the Android label. Actually, this is the same name as your project. If you want to change the name of your app, you just need the change right here. If you want to changing the app name is iOS, you just need to go to iOS, runner, then find the info.plist, and it's right here, CF bundle name. Below that, you find the Flutter application's name is actually also the same name as my project. You just need to change that and we are done. For now, just remember that these folders are where the native Android and iOS code lives. One of the most important files in your Flutter project is pubspec.yaml. What is pubspec.yaml used for? Actually, it's used for managing dependencies like packages and plugins, defining assets like image, fonts, video, and else, configuring app metadata. And if I want to close that, let's open the pubspec.yaml, and here it is. Here's that typical pubspec.yaml file looks like. As you can see, we have name, description, publish to version. If you want to change your application version, you can change it right here. Environment, dependencies, dev dependencies, Flutter. And if you scroll down, already structured assets, for example, image. If you want to add fonts to your project, is already have the structure. But the question is how to install the new package. Let's say we want to add a package like HTTP for API requests. We simply add it under dependencies, like this. You can write it or you can copy paste it. It actually should be aligned with Flutter, other than you get an error. So you open the terminal and run Flutter pub-get and hit enter. This will be download and install the package in our project. In future lessons, we will dive deeper into work with package and dependencies. Okay, let's go to other files and folders. As you can see, the test folder, it's the contain unit test for our Flutter app. We can open it and take a look at them. Also, we have web, Windows, Mac OS, Linux. Git ignore specifies which files should be ignored by Git. README, a file where you can document your project if you want to. Now that we understand the project structure, we are ready to start build real apps. So in this video, we successfully explained the Flutter project structure, learn about the main.dart file and how apps start, understood the Android and iOS folders and when to modify them, saw how pubspec.yaml file manage dependencies and assets. In the next episode, we start building our first UI with Flutter widget. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more daily Flutter tutorial. The question of the day is, what part of the Flutter project structure do you found most confusing? Let me